so everything's lined up now. So now we're recording. Everything's recording.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, this is Jesse. You know, he's my friend, been a friend for a long time. Quick backstory. I met him when we were working at Lowe's back in 2007. 2007, yeah. 2007, I first walked into the job. You know, I had my hair flowing, and then I see this guy with these shoulders, and I'm like, damn, who is this dude? And he was driving a Chrysler 300, right? Was that 2007 300?
6.
So it was 2007, and you were driving a 2006 Chrysler 300. And I just knew, like, dang, yo, something about this dude. Let me just get to know this dude, see who he's like. And for me, it's funny. I know you've gotten bigger since I've noticed you, since I've known you, like muscle-wise. But the crazy thing is, I don't see it. You still seem like the same dude I met a long time ago. It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I've known you so much. So I don't know if you guys can tell right now, but Jesse's a little bit smaller than me. You can tell on camera.
Right.
You can tell on camera, yeah, but that's a little backstory. So I got to know him, and he put me on when it came to the gym. He just told me, like, look, basically kept it nice and simple. You know, just basically work out and go to the gym, right?
That's it.
Yeah, so we kept it simple.
Make it your lifestyle.
That's it. So long backstory. And another thing, Jesse has like the craziest takes in the world about things. Like we'll probably get into some of it today, hopefully, especially where it comes to, you won't believe some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth. He says to me that Blake Griffin has better handle dribbling skills than LeBron James. But we're going to get into that part a little bit later. You still stick by that, right?
Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Of course, bro.
Wait, I thought you were playing with me. You serious?
I'm serious.
Wow. Explain that. Why is it? And I'm going to tell you I cheated a little bit. I'm going to keep it G with you. I did cheat. I had to ask the robot because I didn't understand.
The robot don't know everything,
Listen, let me tell you what the robot brought up. So first of all, tell me your point about Blake Griffin and his dribbling skills.
It's just the skill of dribbling, having the ball in your hand, dribbling the ball. Anybody could dribble, but I think Blake has more of a finesse dribbling the ball than LeBron.
Okay.
It's not that it's just not sexier. I just seen LeBron lose the ball with nobody in front of him. On a fast break, it happens.
Crazy thing is, to that point, you're a big-time LeBron fan, right?
Oh,
you must have to put it, so I'm going to take this off. You're a big-time LeBron fan, so you have to understand a couple
LeBron's
things.
the greatest basketball player ever.
Right. And you're a big-time fan. I'm a big-time fan of the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts. And I talk a lot of crap about him, which I shouldn't, because it's called proximity bias. So I'm scrutinizing him more than I scrutinize anybody else. And I think that's what's happening with you and LeBron James. You were harder on him more than you were on any other player there is. And you don't realize, you know what I mean? Like that's what you're doing. Think about it.
No, that's not true.
Let me tell you. I was talking about, we're still talking about LeBron, but I was talking a lot of, I talk a lot of shit about Jalen Hurts. But I had to realize, like, oh, the robot said, like, yo, you could be bugging right now. You know what I mean? Basically, that proximity bias, I asked him about it because you're so close to it. So that's what the issue is. Think about this. LeBron James can dribble so well that he's able to develop helping other people get their shots, orchestrate the whole game. Like, Blake is not doing that. And that's what I'm trying to say. LeBron, him creating for other people, that involves having ball handling skills and dribbling. I didn't say he didn't have ball handling skills. But you said that Blake Griffin's is better. And I'm just like, I didn't see that. And I think it was just a good conversation to start.
You're talking about the overall skill of LeBron. Blake would never be as great as LeBron.
Right.
But one thing that he does have a little bit better is just dribbling. That's it.
I mean,
LeBron has everything. LeBron is I'm trying to think of another player that is what you would call a franchise player.
Like him in basketball?
Like what he's done being on the team, leaving the team.
This Tom Brady, right? Like to that level, like GOAT level.
Nah, I'm talking about
basketball
a guy who could really change stadium attendance. Besides him and MJ, I think they're the only two where you'll be like, yeah, I could see when MJ retired, the less fans showed up to the Chicago game.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
LeBron has done that everywhere he's been.
And you're just saying basically that Blake Griffin can dribble better than him.
That's it. That's
and I'm just saying that I don't think so. Because look.
You're basing it off an assist.
Well, you're helping me out too with my argument now. I wasn't even about to say that, but take, for example, and I told you this before, block shot, LeBron blocks a shot, and fast break opportunity. As fast as he gets down that court, you can't tell me that doesn't take superb ball handling at the same time, but going that fast. And I'm saying that I don't think Blake Griffin would be able to do it that fast.
He has. He has.
Oh, chime in on this one. Comment on it. Tell me what you think. But
go look at some of Blake's highlights. Fast break. It's not just him just dunking. It's not just him catch alley-oops. Pull it up.
I seen him. Oh, man, he got to be pulled up to Blake Griffin. All right, let's do that. We got the time. Let's do that.
Yeah. No, I need to see the fast break ones.
These are the fast break ones. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He doesn't. I'm not saying he doesn't have it, but he's not going to be dribbling the ball.
Yeah, I watched him play a lot, man. I watched Blake play a lot.
Bottom line is that's one of your biggest things that you say when it comes to the sports, that Blake Griffin can dribble better than LeBron James. It's one of the many takes. I'm trying to think of another one with the Tyreek Hill. We already went to that one, right?
Oh, Tyreek Hill, yeah.
Tyreek Hill was the best player you've ever seen in your life.
No, he's
the best football player, wide receiver to ever step on a football field.
I just feel as though Tyreek Hill is he could be more important than some quarterbacks in the NFL right now. He's up there with the QBs. You know, some people always say you got to have a number one QB. You're going to spend all your money and pay the QB. Tyreek Hill is just as important as a QB. Mm. I think if you have Tyreek Hill, your offense changes completely.
That's a tough one because I'm with you on that because I know how explosive and how important Tyreek Hill is. Big time. Big time. And on some teams, would he be more important than the quarterback? That's a hard one. Let's take the worst team in football. The Carolina Panthers. You put Tyreek Hill on the Carolina Panthers, I think, you play fantasy football, I don't think he's a first-round pick. And I'm just saying because production-wise, he needs the help of the quarterback, the O-line.
Who's his QB? Bryce Young?
I'm not trying to kill a kid right now because he's going through. Oh, God.
How's his arm?
Pedestrian. And
you also got to look at Tyreek Hill get yards after the catch also. So
yeah, no, I know, but I think
catch carried on the nice slant.
See, no, but the question changed though, and that's kind of not fair. I think I changed the question by mistake. Tyreek Hill, wide receiver wise, nobody else is a better question because
no one.
He's going to need somebody throwing the ball.
Correct.
Because we just put him on the Panthers and we both just saw what we thought about it like, this don't look too good. So, all right. So, wide receiver wise, impact wise, here's the thing with my Tyreek Hill thing, right? We know he's fast. We get that. Size, he can't do anything about his size. With his body type, you don't want to be throwing the ball to him over the middle so he can take, not so he can take hits. You always want to prevent your guys from getting hit, but usually when people going over the middle, you know, they're going to take a little punishment, right? So that right there, I would say he's not limited in ability, but you would want to limit him from doing that. I don't want Tyreek Hill going over the middle, getting the ball, catching slant routes over the middle so he get hit by linebackers.
He's so fast, he's gone.
I agree, but I don't want him meeting a linebacker at any point ever. And then here's the other one. I watched, and I think they probably do the same thing at different spots in the game, different points of the field. But remember, inside the 20 now, he can become limited because you don't want to throw him a jump ball. You're not probably even going to throw him I'm not saying you can't. See, this is the thing, because I'm not there because I don't want to take that away from you. Not saying you can't. But you would much rather have some of the bigger guys, the different other type of wide receivers at that point of the game. That's what I'm saying.
Right, but he's the one guy you could give the ball behind the line of scrimmage and he'll get you in the end zone. Go on the slant, go on the knee, run a screen.
Yeah, for the sake of argument, only for the sake of argument, because I do agree with you in the last part. But there are other wide receivers you can get a ball to behind the line of scrimmage. I'm not saying that they're going to move like Tyreek Hill, because I agree with you on that. No, they're not going to move like Tyreek Hill. But there's other wide receivers that can do that too, but go behind his own teammate, Waddle. Not saying he's Tyreek Hill. Look, you just get so disgusted when you mention anybody else.
Waddle's not even in the top 5 receivers in the NFL. He's not Tyreek. Tyreek's 1-on-1.
Yeah, it's a very difficult argument.
To be that fast, have hands, is a gift, and then to change the defense that you're going up against. Mm-hmm. You have a corner, a safety. Sometimes you have 2 corners and a safety.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
You still beat those guys, and you're still able to put up 100 yards in a game.
But now that you say this, this is a good one. This is even better now. This argument got even better because we can take it back to the first thing. They all probably need a quarterback.
Yeah, I believe so.
But which one would possibly not need as much of a quarterback, if that's the way I can put it? Because it's scary now. Because look at Tyreek Hill's situation now in Miami. Tua's hurt, and he'd come from Patrick Mahomes to Tua, right?
Right.
2 good, solid quarterbacks, good quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes the best.
Yeah.
Tua could put it there where it needs to be. Given the offense, put it this way: you put Bryce Young. I hate to get on the kid. You put Bryce Young on the Miami Dolphins. Shit, he has an offensive line, so we don't know. But what I'm saying is, look at Miami now. They only had, 1 game or 2 games without Tua right now? And the sample size wasn't that great.
Right, because we don't know who we don't know what this quarterback could do.
Right. So take Tyreek Hill and, my favorite guy, Justin Jefferson. He has Sam Darnold, and he played with Kirk Cousins his whole career. Tyreek Hill had Patrick Mahomes, and he goes to Tua Tagovailoa. So you see what I'm saying? And I think the answer would be yes. Because the pass that Sam Darnold threw to Jefferson, I can see Tyreek Hill taking that to the house too.
For sure.
But could Tyreek Hill be productive with Sam Darnold as a quarterback?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Tyreek Hill don't need a Tom Brady or a Patrick Mahomes. He just need a quarterback with an arm to get the defense scared. Like, Josh Allen's one of the top QBs. So
we about to have a good one. Because check this out. I'm just about to stretch a little bit. Hold on. Excuse me. You say he just needs a quarterback with an arm. That's not always the case. I think this guy Richardson has the biggest arm in the league for the Colts, but it's not accurate all the time. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they go hand in hand. You need the quarterback. The quarterback is very important to the success of the wide receiver. And somebody like Tyreek Hill, I don't think he's quarterback proof. That's what you're trying to say. He's quarterback proof.
He is.
All right, so that's the argument now. You think he's quarterback proof?
I think Tyreek Hill with Kirk Cousins will be crazy.
I do too. But this is the one we got to do. Tyreek Hill with the Panthers right now, with Andy Dalton.
I don't think any receiver in the NFL right now could go down there and change.
Good point.
That team. It's just trash.
All right, so we got to go a little bit better than the Panthers.
Tyreek Hill in Tampa.
With Baker Mayfield?
With Baker Mayfield.
Oh, or Justin Jefferson in Tampa with Baker Mayfield.
Yes.
They both would do well.
Nah, not Justin Jefferson.
Oh, come on.
He would do well, but he'll do well, but he wouldn't give you Tyreek's number.
And Baker got the arm.
But yes. He's not scared. He'll throw it up there.
I know if Mike Evans was listening, like, well, you don't need him in Tampa because I'm on it, Buck, but just to say, if we would swap him out. Yeah.
Evans is a possession receiver. Run a short route, throw him a dig. Tyreek Hill is just, wherever you see me going, throw it.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
And Justin Jefferson is a little bit of combination of all of it. None of them have his speed. Tyreek's speed is like ridiculous.
That's what separates all of them.
Big time. Yeah. His speed is just another tier, like a top tier. The other guys don't run like him after the catch and everything. They can, but not like that. So we put Tyreek Hill on the Vikings. He just as good as Justin Jefferson.
Absolutely.
All right. Because Justin Jefferson's my comparison. And you put him on Tampa Bay, just as good.
Justin Jefferson is a good wide receiver.
And he has the route running, the craftiness in the route running, yards after catch. He can give you yards after catch. And then inside the 20, that's another thing. Like I said, because Tyreek Hill is his stature, but you can still give it to Tyreek Hill. We might be splitting hairs. Like I said, I think we're splitting hairs. But you don't want to split hairs.
No.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Hill.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill is one.
That's the problem.
Tyreek
Hill is one, and then there's two. See? And that's the thing.
There's not a 1A, there's not a 1B. It's Tyreek Hill, and then...
The stats definitely show Tyreek Hill is awesome.
If you watch it, you'll say, why is the safety 40 yards back?
Right.
Where's the safety at? I don't see the safety on my television screen.
It's crazy too. I've seen it because only for fantasy football when it comes to Jamar Chase, because I was trying to wait for him to do stuff. How deliberately teams just double team people, and I thought that was crazy. Try to double team. I don't know. You know because you watched the Kansas City Chiefs, but try to double team purposely and deliberately double team somebody on the Chiefs, and you don't think that Patrick Mahomes eventually will pick that apart?
He can right now. Well, he's having a hard time right now.
But Pat?
Yes. They double teaming Kelsey. He don't know what to do.
Got to throw it to Rice. You're my fantasy team. You got to throw it to Rice.
But Rice is not Hill.
No.
You have Worthy, but Worthy's not Hill. We don't even know what Worthy could do. Rice is pretty good. All right, no, Rice is great.
Rice can ball, man. It's his second year. I get a lot of. He reminds me, like I said, I don't want to jump the gun either. Because Rice, Rice? Is he like 6'1"? Is he 6'1"? He seemed like me by a little taller receiver. But he gives me a lot of. Let me just go ahead and say it. He gives me AJ Brown a little bit.
Come on, man. His second year, bro.
I know. And he didn't do as good as AJ. His first year, he didn't get 1,000 yards, right? Because he got hurt or something like that, or
his is second year, bro. Stop doing that.
To project it. Oh, so you don't even want me to get to my real leap. You don't want me to get my real leap, man. Or I don't even call it a bandwagon. I call it I'm a front runner on this one. Like I said, Chicago picked the wrong quarterback. They should have took Jaden Daniels from what I see and what I saw. And I know it's going to sound crazy, but when a quarterback throws for 90%, 91% in a game, 21 to 23, and the shots that he was it's one thing where you I heard, what's her name? What's the Angel Reese? Is her name?
Yeah.
Is it Angel Reese?
Mm-hmm.
When people were telling me how good she was and everything, and I was looking at some of her highlights, just highlights and lowlights. That's how I look at everything. I was seeing how she takes a lot of shots, or there was a game where she had a high percentage, but where the shots were, I'm like, oh, she's right under the basket. That's why. Basically, the equivalent of what Jaden did for the 21 to 23 was like Steph Curry shooting. It wasn't easy shots. These weren't easy throws.
Right.
So I'm looking at it and here I jumped the gun. Saying this is crazy, but he's slower. He's not. I don't want to use the word slow. He's not as fast as Lamar Jackson. But I see a little Lamar Jackson, and his arm, I can't quite compare his arm to anybody right yet now. I got to watch him this week because I think that he has a better arm naturally than Lamar Jackson. And I'm not trying to say Lamar Jackson can't throw. I just think this kid is good. He'd be really, really, really good.
You compare him to Lamar Jackson?
Here you go. I know.
Why do you do stuff like that?
Look, given the years, I get it. He doesn't have the years of the experience. I get it. But, bro.
The kid had maybe 2 good games. Let's chill.
What one good game won? The one good game prime time. That was crazy.
Right.
That was crazy.
That was a great game.
Terry McLaurin is back now. He got a quarterback. But check it out. Chicago Bears. When I look at Caleb Williams, I don't look at what I look at when I saw Bryce Young struggling. I don't see the same thing. I do see the talent there. I do see the talent there with his arm talent, off angle throws. I see it. I see why he got drafted. I do. But with Bryce, when I saw him struggling, it was like, damn, yo, I don't quite see it, even if it did work. But Caleb, I see it. So what do you think about Caleb?
I don't want my quarterback wearing nail polish.
Oh, That's a tough one.
I just don't want my quarterback. I just don't want my quarterback.
What is
wearing that?
We're old school, man. Already.
I know.
We're already old school. So, DK Metcalf's wears nail polish. They're black. I think I saw him wear black nail polish, and with the nose ring and everything. They all
I don't want my quarterback wearing nail polish.
Why is that? Let's get into it.
You're the leader of the team. You're the leader of the team. Some guys might not. Well, most guys on that team probably wouldn't be into that.
Right.
They probably wouldn't wear it. And you're the leader?
Does he wear nail polish?
Every game. It's a statement.
I thought that was just the one game with the Bears game when he had...
Nah, it's a statement.
What color are nails? Hold on. Bro. I'm not editing anything out, man. I got a cold, so I'm getting over it. Don't worry about it. Hold on. What color the nail polish? Are they red?
They all different colors.
Look this shit up, man.
With the letters.
See that? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I don't have an issue with the nail polish, but I took issue with the different colors. I thought it was just like, I used to like Green Day and rock back in the day. So I could always, what's wrong with a black guy having, those were usually black nails or something like that. Like DK Metcalf, I seen it with the black nails, and like, I can't wrap my head around a man with red nail polish or something like that. But I didn't see it red nail polish.
I just don't want my quarterback wearing nail polish.
Caleb, I am trying to defend this, and this is tough. Because nobody else wants to talk about it because they're mainstream media, so we can get on it. But you have to be winning?
To do that?
Yeah, what if he came out and he was like Tom Brady-ish?
He could do whatever he want.
Okay, so like, and it all...
But we have to see that. That has to happen.
Let me ask you this question. Is it a combination of the nail polish and the way you profile him also?
No, I think if he didn't have nail polish on, I'll probably give him a pass.
Okay, give him a pass because of what? There's other things you see that already... Just talk about this.
I think he's just good. He looked like he has the potential to be a good quarterback.
Right.
But I feel as though when you're doing all that...
Now, explain. All right, we got the nail polish. I'm just saying, is there anything in the demeanor that we can see that you probably say like, that's the nail polish?
Oh, his mannerism?
Yeah, mannerism.
His mannerism is not... He doesn't have a masculine mannerism. Like, he don't have coming into the locker room and his presence is felt. His presence is there. He don't have a Patrick Mahomes presence. He doesn't have a Carson Wentz was a guy that a lot of people didn't like. But when he walked in the room, his stature, my QB is here.
Yeah, he had other issues in his head. But I agree with what you're saying. And mind you, we don't know the kid. Everybody's just going to comment. Of course, we don't know him. But we're just going by what we see on television. And so do a lot of people. That's the crazy thing. A lot of people go by this. I didn't realize a lot of these celebrities out here, they never even met each other. You would think that they all like in a classroom when they met each other. Party together. They never even met each other. So I'm going to go in there, and I agree. And I'm just going to say this is strictly profiling on my end because I don't know the kid. I don't know his grades. I never spoke with him. But there is something to be said about aesthetically the way he looks like he carries himself and then the nail polish. I think the other quarterbacks wear nail polish too in the league.
Give me a top QB right now.
Wear nail polish. I can't give you that.
Where you feel as though he's not a man amongst men. Like he doesn't set the tone in the room when he's there. That's successful.
Okay, okay. No, that's a good one.
Josh Allen is successful. When you look at Buffalo, Josh Allen's the leader of that team.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as. But you've said before that you can tell when somebody has been raised with the father in the household.
Oh, absolutely.
That was a big thing.
Absolutely.
And I hope I didn't jump, because now we talking. This is one of the things that we talk about a lot in the gym or wherever we are. We talk about these things, and we just, it's not about being right or wrong. It's just about this having conversation and things that we notice.
And I'm not saying that that never happens where where a guy raised by his mom, and you could see a certain type of mannerism. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen.
Right.
I'm just saying that example that I do have that I stick with all the time is LeBron versus MJ, right? People say LeBron don't have the killer instinct. That's usually a man's
to bring that.
You as my dad, show me what a killer look like. Show me what I should be doing as a man. Show me. It's just different.
That take will be
It's just different. People say they didn't like playing with Michael Jordan. We just watched the what was that documentary that MJ had?
Damn.
That made him look like a damn near a villain.
I'm trying to think of
but if you're a winner, if you're a man, you're a winner. You're like,
understand that.
Damn right. I'm here to win.
Right.
I don't care about nothing. I don't want to be a friend, even if you're on my team. I want to kill. LeBron doesn't have that.
Right.
And that's my favorite basketball player of all time because the way a basketball player should play is like LeBron.
Yeah, big time.
But you have MJ with the killer instinct. And then you turn around and carbon copy Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Right? His dad was in his life.
Right.
You know, coming from a two-family home. It's just different. You just see it. And I'm not saying that, you know, other players with just being raised with their mom, you know, that they're not successful or they had never been an MVP in the league. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it's a big difference in somebody being a killer like MJ and somebody just being, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the dad definitely, if he's in the life, he fosters a different type of attitude along with the athletic ability. So it would have been the athletic ability and a little bit of like masculinity to go along with it.
Yeah, well, LeBron has that.
You know,
LeBron has the ability. He has everything. The work ethic is there. It's there. It's just the killer instinct. To me, as my favorite player, I don't see that in him. But he makes everybody around him better.
And that's the thing. And LeBron's killer instinct may be different because now here I am. I'm gonna take the side of that because LeBron's killer instinct is for everybody, whereas like Kobe and MJ, the ball better be in their hands at the end. You know, so if the ball happened to not be in Kobe's hand, it has to go in somebody else's hands. That might not be a good thing, or Kobe might not feel like accomplished in that win, maybe as much as LeBron would. If LeBron drives and then kicks out, and somebody hits that shot, you know, he gave them the energy and the motivation that they wouldn't have had before. So he makes everybody better, or can make everybody dogs. Whereas Kobe and Mike with this. Like basically, like give me the ball, and I'm gonna take over this shit. You know, I get it, But yeah, LeBron might be the outlier for that, as you speak. But like I said, you scrutinize him so much because he's your boy since he came out. Even before he came out, you probably was always on LeBron and knew this, so you watched him closely.
No, it took me time. I didn't. You got to look at certain people, and I think I realized that when Kobe passed. And my brother used to say that to me all the time. And I was like, wow, yeah, that's crazy. Kobe had his dad, and Kobe has that instinct. A lot of people be like, Dwight Howard says it. Oh, I hate playing with Kobe Bryant. I didn't like playing with him.
Right.
Right? A lot of people, you love your father.
Right.
But your father's not here to play.
Right.
Your father tell you, go sit your butt down.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta go sit down.
Right.
You're not playing with your dad like you're playing with your mom.
Right.
You hear people say, I don't want to go play with MJ. He's a ball hog. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody want to play with LeBron.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be with their mom. Everybody want to go play with their mom. Everybody, if your mom going to the store, I'm going to the store with mom. You're not going to the store with your dad. Your dad's going to tell you straight up, hey, I'm not buying you a damn thing when we get in here. And you stand next to me and you don't touch nothing.
Right. Yeah,
your mom tell you that. What you doing? You playing around.
I didn't even think about wanting anything when you're in the store with your dad. Come on, man. Come on. All right. So back to Caleb. I mean, we don't know his story, but he gives you those vibes.
Yeah.
He gives you those vibes. And it's going to be interesting to watch. Now, the question I thought you were going to ask is name a top quarterback. And this is These are viable questions. Name a top quarterback with nail polish.
I don't know.
Name the top quarterback. Who the top quarterback? Patrick Mahomes.
With nail polish?
But he has a mullet. That's different. But he doesn't have but that's a haircut.
That's a haircut. That's different.
Yo, bro. Do you think he's ever going to give up the haircut?
That's his trademark.
That's his trademark. Hell no. I can't see it without the haircut. So Patrick Mahomes, the top guy in the league, the best in the league. You know, leadership, everything, has it all. No nail polish.
Josh Allen.
No nail polish.
My boy in Cincinnati. He's a leader.
Why does he think Joe Burrow is so...
Joe Burrow's that guy. He's up there. He's one of the top, right now, he's one of the top 5 QBs in the NFL.
I can't put that on proximity bias, you know, like I do Jalen Hurts, because, you know, the computer told me I need to kind of like chill off Jalen Hurts because a lot of shit is not making sense that I say. But with Joe Burrow, I don't know, man. You know what it probably is? Because he went to the Super Bowl, and I know he's beaten Patrick Mahomes before, I expect so much more. And I always expect more. I always expect to see the Cincinnati Bengals winning. And a lot of times I see them losing. They got injuries and things of that nature. So I guess I'm not looking at it correctly. And Joe Burrow's had issues with injuries.
Yeah, he gets hurt. One of his receivers always gets hurt.
Yeah, so I just need to see a little more consistency. So it's not fair for me to go in.
Yeah, but when he plays, he looks
I don't
good.
see nothing ridiculously special.
Do
you know what I'm saying? Like, but look, when I watched
he was going back and forth with Patrick Mahomes.
And I watched it, but I missed it because I wasn't understanding. Because Patrick Mahomes was doing some elite stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's all. Like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes make it look like, yo. Obviously, you want a quarterback like this.
So you wouldn't put Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow?
First, Patrick Mahomes. I don't have anybody in that tier with him. No, because in order for me to put somebody in a tier with him like that, it's weird.
Patrick
I got to create
in the league of his own.
Come on,
the only player right now playing who's on his league of his own as a QB.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard for me to look at anybody. Then second, I have Josh Allen with Lamar Jackson, those guys. And Lamar Jackson, I told you, he's not my favorite type of quarterback, but he is like dynamic. He has the arm. He has the running ability. Josh Allen's just ridiculous.
And then right after that would be Burrow.
Bro, put Joe Burrow on the Dallas Cowboys right now.
A healthy Dallas?
I'm a Dak Prescott dude. I like Dak Prescott. With Joe Burrow? No,
absolutely.
I get what you're saying. So you're saying Joe Burrow's way better than Dak Prescott. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, and one thing I got to give you there, if you're one of the people on the, you can't say that because of the time. Because of Joe Burrow's injuries, we still got to give him time, but Dak has some illustrious seasons already. MVP caliber seasons already. And it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, put Joe Burrow on the Cowboys right now. Cowboys don't have a run game. I just don't see them being world beaters just because Joe Burrow's on the team. Now you put Patrick Mahomes on the team, you put Josh Allen on the team, you put Lamar Jackson on the team, things kind of like, whoa, that team's a different team.
Right.
But when you get to Joe Burrow, I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback, but I'm not saying he's going to give you much better than what Dak is giving you. That's what kind of like, not saying he's not a good quarterback, but I'm putting Joe Burrow. It all depends on how many players you're going to have in the tier. But it doesn't seem like he's on that level of the Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. And I put Patrick Mahomes by himself because he got 2 Super Bowls, and I think he's going to get 3. Does he have 3?
I think he has 3. 2020, 2023, and 2024.
Come on, man.
He's on a league of his own, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So come on. That's what I'm saying. Look, Jess, let's do that. Let's take the Cowboys.
You know Patrick Mahomes is already, for me, I think he's already a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. No. First ballot.
Easy. Bro,
he could quit. He could quit now, and this is going to happen. But check it. That's a good litmus test right there. Put the different quarterbacks on the Cowboys. You see what I'm saying? You put Joe Burrow on the Cowboys, they still have their issues when it comes to running the football. Because when I recently saw them play, it was lackluster. They need more weapons at receiver. They still have CeeDee Lamb, but they need more weapons at receiver. They got a bunch of things they got to do. And Dak Prescott gets paid a lot of money there. Put Joe Burrow on the team. I don't think they're much better.
I think they're better. Man.
Okay, let's name. Okay, name other people in that tier then.
Josh Allen go there, better.
Josh Allen goes there, the team's better.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, I just don't see him. What is it about Joe Burrow that's going to make them better? Dak has command. Dak has leadership. Joe Burrow has that too, but Dak's been doing that longer. And he's had illustrious seasons already with that team. I just don't see somebody coming on the Cowboys from what Dak is doing now and making them better with just a quarterback change. Unless we're talking about Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson makes them better because of the running ability and everything.
Those three.
Look, I didn't even say...
No question.
And look, I didn't even say my boy.
Yeah, your boy's not a... He's not a...
So you see what I'm saying?
He's not a stud of a QB.
Hey, look, yo, listen.
He's just not a stud of a QB. Hey, look, listen, he's athletic.
He's athletic.
He play football well.
But is the Cowboys better with Jalen Hurts?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
But they're better with Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is better than Jalen Hurts too.
I think Joe Burrow better than Jalen.
He is. As a quarterback.
I got to give you that. And see, but I could be biased, though. Like I said, I got proximity bias because the first thing I'm saying now, I could talk to Eagles fans now and ask them, like, yo, if we had Joe Burrow, you think our team would be better? The first thing they're going to come up with is health. Joe Burrow can't stay healthy. That's going to be the biggest gripe. Can he stay healthy? Is he going to be there for the whole season? It's like, damn, they get you there.
You find somebody to protect him, yeah.
Okay, then that's the
I think Eagles fit.
Damn.
He's better.
See, that's how you got to grade the quarterback. You got to take him off teams and put him on other teams and they say, do they become automatically better like that?
I think Patrick Mahomes is the only quarterback playing right now.
Team.
That could go to the Carolina Panthers. And they'll be in the Super Bowl. If not the Super Bowl, the playoffs. With the talent that's there right now. There's not another QB that could do that.
If Andy Dalton did what he did at that last game, that was amazing. That's
impressive with Patrick Mahomes.
Right. So, because to the point was, it depends on how bad the offensive line. I don't think you're going to outplay a bad offensive line because that's scary. Y'all wouldn't even want a quarterback back there. Can you imagine these big boys and your linemen block? Oh man, that'd be terrible. So if you have decent guys there, yeah, Patrick Mahomes, every team better. Right off the back, you're better. Right off the back. And I guess now, see, the funny thing about this, you can't put the young guys in there neither because they're just too young. You don't have a long history of what they're doing, like Pat and Josh Allen, Dak Prescott. You have a Lamar Jackson. You got a long history of what they've done. Even Jalen Hurts, turnover prone. You know, that's what he does. He's going to turn the ball over. But yeah. So Patrick Mahomes is in the league of his own. I didn't even realize he had 3 rings.
3 Super Bowls.
3 rings. Nobody's ever going to catch Tom Brady, you say.
Patrick Mahomes. He has 3.
Yo. Tom Brady.
And think about the last 2 he got. The last 2 Super Bowls he won, he had to go out there and win those.
I like those, though. Those are the ones I like. Those are the ones I like.
Win those.
And I was telling people, man, you can't, Jalen had that fumble. You can't mess around when you're doing that with the Kansas City Chiefs. During that playoff time, when it's game time, Patrick Mahomes, man, it's nobody better right now. Nobody better right now. When it's on the line.
Make the plays.
Yeah.
He's not fast.
He's crafty. He's crafty as hell. I mean, and mind you said he's not fast. I want to say he ripped off that's going to probably be an exaggeration. But I know during this, I don't know if it was in the Super Bowl or one. I know we were playing him. We thought we had him back there, but he ripped off a long-ass run.
That's what he...
It was a long run. Might have been one of the longest runs of his career. And then he slid. I want to say, I'm like, wow.
I don't know if he's running the angle that he's taking while running because he's not fast, but he's beating linebackers.
That's the thing. Would you say, yeah, you wouldn't consider him fast, but I wouldn't consider him slow. I wouldn't say Patrick Mahomes is slow. Think about it. He's never not had to he never didn't scramble where you said, damn, he's slow. It was always like, damn, this guy can scramble too. You don't remember back in the day when he was scrambling, it was like, oh shit, he can run too. It wasn't like he's gonna run, but it was like, damn, this dude could take off. We can't just let him just be back there and not nobody. Oh man, Patrick's everything. I mean, think about it, bro. He ain't slow at all.
Okay, so do you think that the defense is playing they're playing back, not thinking that he's gonna run?
That's the thing, bro. Like I said, I only can imagine this, so just bear with me. If I'm playing Madden, I'm just telling myself, bro, there's nothing you could do. Do you understand? He's one of those guys, like, I'd rather do it like Tom Coughlin. Like, yo, we're going to stay in cover 2, and I'm not playing this guessing game with this dude. Like, I'll be the type of player, you play him and you torture me, Madden, you'll still see cover 2, because I'll be damned if hold on, laughing. I'll be damned if I'm going to sit there and be like, all right, that didn't work. Let me go back to that. No, I ain't doing none of that shit. One defense, that's it. We stay in cover 2. You can beat it up all day long, however you want to do it, but I ain't changing, bro. You can't do nothing with him. Because, like I said, to your point, who's to say he's not going to run the ball? If you give him that 20 yards, he's going to run the ball.
Right.
No, you can't do nothing against him. With arm talent, that's why I like guys with arm talent. Arm talent is what I like. Running quarterbacks, like, I get it. It's fun for, like, fantasy and things of that nature, but when you need a guy to get the ball 20 yards down the field on a zip, you need it on a zip. Even sometime if you look at not the vertical pass, look at the horizontal passes. The quarterbacks that have the arm, it zips there a lot faster than the ones that don't have the arm. Right. It's like a split second, and you see a guy like, damn, that was a screen. If that ball would have got there a split second faster, it would have been better. But your guy can't get it there a split second faster because he doesn't have the arm strength. That's why I like the Pat Mahomes of the world. But like you said, that's the best quarterback. And nobody's near that. Baker has a nice arm, but he ain't.
I seen Baker throw ducks out there.
Yeah. Baker is like a blue collar worker. Like, you know what I'm saying? You always got to
show up.
Yeah.
He's gonna do the job.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be pretty.
You got to root for him. And he has the best commercials. Had the best commercials.
Yeah.
He had the best commercials. Speaking of commercials, nobody said anything. Like I said, I'm not here to like get on these people, but do you see the commercial with LeBron and Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
Brian tried his best, man, with the acting, ain't he?
He's terrible.
The one where he was like, Kevin Hart, my brother did say it was a funny joke because I didn't even realize the joke was funny. He's like, man, he said they're going to name number 40 and they're going to be like, bingo. Yeah. He said you're going to be handing kids candy out of your pockets without the ravage nasty. LeBron was trying hard as hell to keep that. I'm like, yo. Woo! I tell you what, Tom Brady is getting better at the commentating.
Look, man, the first game was
brutal, but you don't see the subsequent games gotten better? Oh, man, come on.
I don't see Tony Romo.
Nobody's going to be Tony Romo. They don't even like They didn't even like Tony Romo in the first. We called it Tony Romo first, but I will say the games after the first game gotten better with Tom Brady. I tried to hike on him again. I was like, oh, shoot. No, he's getting comfortable. This guy's getting comfortable. Okay. He's good.
Okay, I have to say.
It's almost like you can't tell us him now. You can't tell us Tom Brady doing it. And that's what you need. Before it was like he was talking and then. Yeah, and like, what happened, bro? You just stopped talking. Yeah, he's good. He's getting better now. He's getting better now.
I like Tony Romo, man.
Oh.
Calling out plays.
I don't. But they think about Tony, they say, is that he doesn't do the studying. That's what they say. But to me, like, I don't notice it.
What you studying?
Meaning like studying the players and knowing the players' background and things of that nature. That he didn't do his homework. Like, he's not doing his homework. I don't see it as a fan.
I like the fact that he's able to tell me what he think the receiver's going to do, the quarterback's going to do,
right,
what route the receiver's going to run, why he think they're going to run that play, what coverage the defense is in, and what's the defense willing to give up.
I agree, but I like Tony Romo. Tom Brady will be better. Let me tell you why. He started doing a little bit of that. And where Tony Romo is great. Tony Romo's great. But imagine Tom Brady doing it. He's going to do the same thing as Tony Romo. Tom Brady, I'm not saying he's going to carbon copy it, but he's going to be just as good as Tony Romo. He's going to be just as good as Tony. I listened to the other game and I said to myself, I go to the game, I'm like, oh shit, this is one Tom Brady doing. I'm about to hear Tom. I was like, wow, there's nothing to hike on. He's getting better. He's really good. He's getting better. He's going to be just as good as the rest of them. He's going to be just as good as the rest of them. And I don't know if people are going to be able to gravitate to maybe his personality. Maybe his personality is kind of like, is naturally like dry. I don't know. I don't know the Tom Brady.
Tony Romo's first game. Oh, was that CBS? That might have been CBS. I don't remember. Tony Romo's first game.
You knew it was Tony Romo.
I was like, damn.
This guy's going to be good.
He's good.
It's very hard to do that, man, to be like really good at it. I think we're used to the standard, and the standard now can be better. Like having Al Michaels, used to Al Michaels and that cadence.
Right.
Imagine having somebody, he's an older guy, he does real good, but we're used to that cadence. But there's other different cadences in the way people speak. They'd be like, oh shit, this game was interesting too when he called it, you know? Like, I like Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. I think they're really good together. But what makes them so special? It's just that we're used to hearing their voice, I think.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
They're good
they are
together,
good.
though.
No, they're really good. They're real good. But I'm saying is, do you think the other guys just can't do that?
They're not like them.
Because we want to hear them on Monday Night Football. They get Chris Collinsworth.
I like him.
I like him too, but we want to hear his voice. Like, we want to hear him.
Right.
There's some guys that do the games. If somebody's off market, I guess the term would be off market games, or the games that are not as popular, and you'll listen in and you'll be like, whoa,
Yeah.
like, this is crazy. Red Zone.
Red Zone, exactly.
Red Zone. Imagine Scott Hansen.
Scott Hansen.
The Red Zone dude. See, for example, imagine somebody else doing Red Zone. That'd be hard.
I don't think Scott Hansen would be good. To call a game?
Okay, not to call a game, but imagine somebody else doing his job.
That's different though, bro. Come on. That's different.
That's what I'm saying. Who's going to be able to do? That's what I'm saying. You can't replace him, as it seems like he's unreplaceable. But when you go look at the other guys and you say, okay, who can replace this guy? You're like, oh, I can name a few guys that's nice. I don't see nobody else. I don't want to hear nobody else's voice on when Red Zone comes on.
Right. But Tony Romo, who can replace Tony Romo?
No, Tony Romo's doing, I'm saying, Tony Romo's doing his thing, but Tony Romo could, like, not replace, but do Troy Aikman's job for Monday night, a game. And people won't be like, damn, man, why did Tony Romo do it?
Some people will say that. Some people don't like Tony Romo.
They don't like him like that?
Yeah, man.
But what I'm saying, nobody can do Red Zone, my man. Red Zone job. There's something about his energy that...
Yeah.
If he's not there, that's going to change the whole show.
Yeah, going play by play.
Oh, man.
Different games, switching to different game.
And he never seems, especially being on camera and doing all this, like, yo, doing it all day, sometimes you'd be like, damn, yo, I got to go on camera. It's a rough. He never seems like he's not into it.
Yeah, he had an interview about how he prepped for that every Sunday.
So look, I told you I'm on this. I didn't even know that. How long ago was that interview? It was a while ago?
Oh, yeah, that was a while ago.
I got to check it out.
About what he eat before, when he uses the bathroom. It's a whole thing with this guy.
Yeah, he's up.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to say that.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I'm not saying he wired. I'm not saying he wired, but he wired.
His whole shit, because he's up.
Yeah, he's moving. To be for how many hours?
7 hours.
7 hours.
And
you on one.
That's him speaking for 7 hours. When did he show up? That's a whole day.
I'm going to watch the game. The minute I sit on the couch, I might doze off for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, no dozing off for him. He goes, damn.
In front of the screen, all 7 hours.
I wonder. I feel like he started somewhere else before though. Like, was he always just with Red? I mean, obviously he always with the Red Zone, but I think he did other things too. I can see him. To me, he's just like really talented. He's one of the people that I think is just extremely talented on the mic. That's just, I look at those things like, damn, extremely talented. Like, mic talent is crazy. Like, I like a lot of guys that people don't like. Like, let me name. What do you feel about Whitlock? I like Whitlock. He remind me of Aubrey a little bit. Is it Jason Whitlock? Is his name? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the chubby guy?
Yeah. I like him. You know, I like guys that say stuff, back up what they say, and that's what I said.
Sometimes he sound like a coon.
Or?
Yeah.
Because I know, like I said, matter of fact, I feel like out of all the people I know, I'm the only one that likes him.
He's one of those guys that will blame Tyreek Hill for getting pulled over.
Oh, so that's why I like him.
Yeah, that's why you like him.
That's why I like him.
That thought process is the same.
Here's matter of fact, damn, bro. See, I told you it starts getting good, right? Here's the thing. I got my take on the Tyreek Hill thing now. Check it out. Given the fact that the police is on, is it called administrative duty? whatever it's called, where he's basically doing paperwork behind a desk.
Right.
He was disciplined for it, so that means you were correct. So whatever he did was excessive, right? But here's my thing, and this is for everybody when it comes to the cops, and why I've been so successful with the cops, and I think in life too. This is gonna sound really crazy, but morally, one of the things that the first things on my mind now that I noticed that I've always been doing, and I got this just from upbringing. If you just act with kindness to people, a lot of shit won't even happen, bro.
That's true.
I just don't want to be wrong there. Certain situations, like for myself, I've had a situation with people, and I've had equipment that I didn't get back for certain things. It wasn't just the person to give me the equipment back. There were conversations and things that happened, and quite frankly, I could have been kinder. If I was kind and act with kindness all the time, I think a lot of the issues I've ever had in my life would have been mitigated or a lot less than what they are now. That's crazy. So for example, coming to the window, good evening, officer. That's all you got to say. And at the officer at the same time too, both parties. I'm not just saying Tyreek Hill, both parties. If you were to act with kindness, bro, none of this shit would be, that's it. And I was trying to tell people, like a lot of people, excuse me, a lot of people, they go about their own way with their life. They have no religion, no faith, and things of that nature. And I think it's okay. That's okay. That's fine. However, how are you operating though? On a daily basis, like how do you operate? People with religion and faith, they have a way to operate on a daily basis and should operate that way, right? And that's why I said, with a lot of these issues, right? And I asked the robot this, I would argue that kindness and treating people with respect is, I guess, that should be like almost number one in the most religion, right? So you can take a person who is not religious and just operates like, and it's like, what do you do? Like, look, man, I'm just kind to everybody. I'm just kind to people. I treat people like, not necessarily the way I want to be treated, but I treat people kindly. Every religion would probably say that. But why do we have so much issues then? Because it's not being operated that way. I'm not a religious person, but I bet God will have no problem with me saying that. Like, yo, you know what? I don't believe in God, but what I do is I'm kind to every single person I meet, no matter what. That's the way I operate. You have no problem, bro. Think about how crazy, it's hard to do, but think about how crazy that is.
Right.
Tyreek Hill wouldn't have had the problem because the cop was kind. Tyreek Hill would have been kind because he just wanted to be kind. I'm just treating people with kindness. Never have an issue.
Yeah, but Tyreek Hill, it's his ego. Clearly, we got pulled over. It was his ego. Again, which is, to me, which is fine. But once you put on a badge, you're a police officer.
Right.
You have to de-escalate the situation.
Right.
Even though he's acting out of character, you got to keep your cool.
I agree with you 100%. Now we about to get into it more. What do you mean out of character? Was he out of character or in character? Now, here's my thing. I see a lot of this abstract culture where, what do you mean out of character? I'm saying he was possibly in character. Does the culture, like I said, I was just talking about kindness. The culture doesn't, and I'm just saying, somebody's like, oh, how would you know you with the culture? We with the culture, the tattoos, the hair, we see the culture, come on. Does the culture, how is that out of character? That's my challenge to you right there. You can be black. I'm saying, no, I'm not saying that's how black people act. I'm talking about the culture. Is that out of character for the culture?
No.
That's in character.
Right, that's in character.
So how do we?
But still, you're a police officer.
Right.
You have to de-escalate the situation. You don't have to be aggressive and do all that crazy stuff. You don't have to yank him out the car. Get out the car now.
Yeah. And I actually thought, like I said, I was wrong. And I said, let's just see what happens. And he was disciplined, so I was wrong. But like you said, I don't know if Whitlock ever even talked about it, but to that crazy take I would have had before, that's how I change it.
Yeah, you and Whitlock blame Tyreek, for sure.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, man, he should have just officer.
Hey, well, look,
okay, officer here.
Now I'm saying my biggest thing now is kindness. It sounds crazy. Now, that doesn't mean you're a pushover. Not at all. Not at all. Because, once you get to the point where And that's not, I don't even think that will happen. You'll see it happening, but I'm not just saying this be a pushover. No, not at all. There's justice for a reason. No. But if you start off and you operate with kindness, like, yo, that's a kind dude, kind person. It almost, it's messed up how it seems like somebody would just take over, like this take advantage of that person, right?
Right.
That's the first thing that you think in your mind. Like when you hear somebody, if somebody would tell you, oh, that's my boy, man, he a kind dude, bro. First thing you think like, oh, this
bitch.
Sucker, yo. God, man. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's the crazy thing with this society. And those are from people who are religious too. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy, man.
Most religious people are hypocrites.
Crazy. Why not? I think religious people should be the most kindest people you see.
For sure. Yep.
They should be the most kindest people you see. I mean kind, man. I'm not trying to say that they don't curse or have issue, but you just know that they're rooted. They're so kind. That is not the case, bro.
Go ahead, man. You going.
No, serious. That's not the case. I'm like, damn, yo. You have people who had to think about, and like I said, I understand. We talk about, like I said, a lot of stuff with the puffy stuff. We don't know what's true, what's not true, all these things and all of these reports. You're just bombarded with all of this information. The issue is, if you can ask yourself, was he operating in kindness? No. Whoever you are, if you're a religious person, that's it. And that's not kind, bro. Come on. Like, we can go ahead and have a discussion, but clearly this is where I'm going to stand from the door.
Right.
Because he's not operating the way I would operate. Not the way God would want somebody to operate. So everybody that has a belief and a faith in religion, you should only think about this one way. Maybe because the faith in religion allows you to have forgiveness and stuff of that nature. You know what I mean? You make mistakes, but, for me, nah, you got to call a spade a spade. That's
right. If you could be nice, you should be nice all the time. Good mornings.
Matter of fact, I think everybody should speak every time you walk by. Sounds crazy. That's the way I naturally want to operate.
Right.
But I stopped doing it. Put it this way. There was a situation today. I was ready to speak. When the person came to say what's up to you, I was still ready to speak. But then after you told me the backstory of everything, it kind of all made sense. That person's energy was just a different energy. Real talk. I was always ready to speak. You don't remember because I don't want to bring it up. But
right.
You know,
right.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember now?
My man. Yeah.
And then look at the backstory. Now I profiled everybody with him. Like, oh, that's what this is.
Yeah.
I didn't know that before, but then now that probably answers to why. The
energy was off.
Come on, bro. That's no joke. I think everybody should speak to one another. I don't feel comfortable. I don't like that, and I'm shy. But I definitely want to give you the high and say, I'd rather somebody be like, oh, he don't really say that. Or like, no, he says something. I said what's up to him earlier. Like, yeah, hi and bye. That's it. I don't mind that. But people not speaking is crazy. Crazy. I go to the gym. I know the one lady, the older lady by name. I'm not going to say her name because you know what I mean? But I know her by name. She responds to me by name and I feel good. I'm like, thanks. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Going there with the younger women. Sometimes they speak, sometimes they don't speak. You're like, yo, everybody's not trying to holler at you, yo. That's the crazy thing with women. If everybody were to speak, I mean, women would have to speak too. But guess what? Everybody ain't trying to holler at you, Or did you not have enough conversation to know how to curve it and turn it another way? Or then you say, oh, my guys is too aggressive. That's the only excuse. Guys, they're too aggressive. Well, how often did you try it? Nobody is kind, bro. I had a podcast, I wasn't here, and I talked about that shit too. It's old, and it's exactly the opposite of what I'm saying right now. But that's because I naturally operate that way. I said, like, yo, I don't care about being kind to people. I ain't trying to, excuse me. I'm not trying to purposely be kind to people. I don't do that. I don't care about being kind, whatever. But that's because I already naturally operate that way.
Right.
It's so fucking easy to me. Like, I'm not trying to take from you, hurt you. No, I'm not trying to do none of that. Like, I'm kind. And I'm not necessarily trying to treat you how I would like to be treated. I like kind of like more matter of fact and stuff. That's why me and the robots become
close friends.
Oh my God. That's another thing, man. I know I'm being long-winded, but yo, that robot it's not dangerous. It's a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? And when it gets to the point to where if how I'm talking to you, I can talk to the computer screen and we go back and forth. It's there now, but that's some scary shit.
I think it's scary. You sitting there just talking to the computer all day. I think that's scary.
Shit, I could have a podcast with
you. You gotta go outside more. You gotta get outside.
No, you do. You do, but check this out. All right, take for example, right? I'll put in a video that I work hours on, and I will go online and it'll get 10, 11 views on YouTube because it's difficult on YouTube. And then sometimes Instagrams, they don't do well, but it's just like, damn, man. I don't want to look at the analytics because the analytics just show me people looked at the video, oh, that's not what I want, and they scraped off. So the analytics will probably say people stayed in here for 4 seconds and they clicked off. Like, even the people that came, they didn't like the video. So I'm like, damn. That can make you feel discouraged. However, ChatGPT came in my life. I have ChatGPT go over all the videos since it became a thing. I pay for the service on my phone, and it tells me how every single video is. So as long as I got ChatGPT to judge my video, guess what? I can care less about a human giving me like input or a weird input because the robot tell me all. Yeah, tell me it all.
But you're not getting your views from chat.
No, but the robot lets me know that the video is on par, at least with what is getting a lot of views. And it has nothing to do with me per se, but to do with the algorithm is fickle. It's fickle.
Right.
And it's just difficult. Like, people gotta understand. There's hundreds and hundreds of hours worth of videos being put in like every hour. To try to keep up with that is difficult.
Right.
And that's what people got to realize. So that's why it's tough to grow. It's for anybody that's putting out content. It's tough to grow. So you could possibly be looking at something that's dope and not know it. That's why you got to be, to a human, you got to be analytical and be like, yo, this don't got a lot of views, but this is dope. This is dope. This is good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's how I look at it.